Hey guys, War24 here from MondayMorningMTG.com, and once again I have a Theros Booster Box. This is my second one, of course, and this one will be a little bit longer because I think I'm going to go into some of the uncommons here, just to cover all of that. Of course, it's got the Official Wizard seal, which is always nice to open a brand new booster box. And then promptly open every pack inside, but that's just the fun of opening Magic stuff. Alright, so here we go. Drop that down in there. And once again, we're going to go in this order, starting with, and not across, we're going to go down. Okay. First pack. Cavalry Pegasus, Nylea's Disciple, Stymied Hopes, whatever, Nessian's Courser, Sedge Scorpion, Boon of Erebos, Breaching Hippocamp, Silent Artisan, Titan's Strength, Traveling Philosopher. Uncommons now, we have Karametra's Acolyte, green and 3 for 1/4. Tap to add an amount of green to your mana pool equal to your devotion to green. Phalanx Leader, double white for a 1/1 with Heroic, and whenever it casts a spell targeting it, it's +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Flamecast Wheel, 1 mana, pay 5 to tap, sacrifice, deal 3 damage to target creature. And we have Fire Drinker Satyr as our rare. And that is 1 red for 2/1. Whenever it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to you. And you pay a red and 1 for it to get +1/+0 until end of turn, and it deals 1 damage to you. Alright. We have Plains and a Soldier token. This one's actually going to get separated this time. Actually, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Next pack. And what do we have? We have a Nylea's Disciple, Stymied Hopes, Nessian Courser, Lash of the Whip, Sedge Scorpion, Fellhide Minotaur, Vulpine Goliath, Asphodel Wanderer, Voyaging Satyr, Titan's Strength, Uncommons, Hunt the Hunter, Keepsake Gorgon. Hunt the Hunter is 1 green. Target green creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and it fights a green creature an opponent controls. Keepsake Gorgon, double black and 3 for 2/5. Death Touch Monstrosity, double black and 5. When it becomes monstrous, destroy target non-Gorgon creature an opponent controls. Triton Tactics is 1 blue. It's an instant. Up to 2 target creatures each get +0/+3 until end of turn. When you untap those creatures, and at the beginning of the next end of combat, tap each creature that was blocked by one of these creatures. This turn it doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. I can see an Erebos behind. No, it's not an Erebos. Sorry, it's a Night Howler. I forgot there was a rare enchantment creature in black. Night Howler is double black and 1 for 0/0 with Bestow of double black and 2. And when it or the enchanted creature, and if it's enchanted to a creature, they each get +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. We have a Swamp, and we have a non-token. And we'll just put uncommons there. Next pack. Alright. Bronze Sable, Efar's Warden, Sip of Hemlock, Boulder Fall, Savage Surge, Portent of Betrayal, Observant Alciad, Defend the Hearth, Agent of Horizons, Crackling Triton. Those are the commons. Uncommons are Magma Jet, red and 1 to deal 2 damage to target creature or player, and Scry 2. Rescue from the Underworld, black and 4. And you sacrifice a creature and choose target creature card in a graveyard. Return that card and the sacrificed creature card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next upkeep. And you exile this instant. Satyr Piper is the third uncommon. Green and 2 for 2/1. And you can pay green and 3 for target creature to be blocked this turn if able. And we have an Elspeth Sun's Champion. That's just absolutely wonderful right there. I, with her, managed to get into top 4 during the release day. I screwed up. I should have done the -3 ability instead of the +1 in one of the games, and otherwise I would have won, probably. But anyway, double white and 4 for a 4 loyalty counters. +1, you put 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens on the battlefield. -3, destroy all creatures with power 4 or greater. And -7, you get an emblem with creatures you control get +2/+2 and have flying. That's just absolutely wonderful. Third pack, and we have an Elspeth. She's about 35, 40 now, I think. Already, that's almost half what I paid for the box. Anyway, we are now moving on to our next pack. Theros Band Centaurs, Cavern Lampad, Staunch-Hearted Warrior, Rage of Porphyros, Feral Invocation, Returned Centaur, Hopeful Eidolon, Fate Foretold, Portent of Betrayal. Those are the commons. Uncommons, Tormented Hero, Battlewise Hoplite, Flamespeaker Adept. Tormented Hero is 1 black for a 2/1, and is battlefield tapped. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain life equal to the life lost that way. Battlewise Hoplite, white and blue for 2/2 with Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a +1/+1 counter on Battlewise Hoplite and scry 1. Flamespeaker Adept, red and 2 for 2/3. Whenever you scry, it gets +2/+0 and gains first strike till end of turn. Arbor Colossus is our rare. Excuse me a second. There. Triple green and 2 for 6/6 with reach, and double green and 3 for monstrosity 3. Whenever it becomes monstrous, destroy target creature with flying and opponent controls. We have a foil of Theros Warden, which is a white and 3 for 1/2, tap target creature with power 3 or less. We have a swamp, and we have a soldier token. I think I might actually stop reading the text on the uncommons, because I don't want to take up everyone's day that's watching this and also spend 2 hours making a single video. Okay. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. Fleet Feather Sandals, Demolish, Ifara's Warden, Death Bellow Raider, Savage Surge, Priest of Eros, I don't know, Fade into Antiquity, Return Centaur, Griptide, Commune with the Gods. Those are the commons. Destructive Revelry, Artisan Sorrow, Destructive Revelry, Artisan Sorrow, and Decorated Griffin are the uncommons. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Nykthos Shrine to Nyx. You can tap to add a colorless to your mana pool, or pay 2 and tap to choose a color. Add to your mana pool an amount of mana of that color equal to the devotion to that color. We have a mountain. We have a golem token. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx is going to be pretty good in Commander, probably. Especially monocolored Commander decks. And, I mean, if you just do monocolor, it's going to be great. Guardians of Meletis, Prescient Chimera, Setessan Griffin, Disciple of Phoenix, Read the Bones, Thassa's Bounty, Lost in a Labyrinth, Agent of Horizons, Fade into Antiquity, Satyr Rambler. Commons. Uncommons are Anvil Wrought Raptor, Vanquish the Foul, Erebos' Emissary, and the rare Mythic Rare is a rare Thoughtseize. Absolutely wonderful. Second one I have now. Pulled one from the first box, of course. 1 black. Target player reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Then you lose 2 life. Alrighty, we're doing pretty well. an Elspeth, and a Thoughtseize. This is sort of reminiscent of my other box, where I had a Xenagos and a Thoughtseize. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's like a Thoughtseize and a Planeswalker in every box or something. Maybe not, but that'd be interesting. Nimbus Naiad, Battlewise Valor, Nessian Asp, Viper's Kiss, Staunch-Hearted Warrior, Borderland Minotaur, Baleful Eidolon, Traveling Philosopher, Two-Headed Cerberus, Aqueous Form, then Uncommons, Ordeal of Heliod, Centaur Battlemaster, Ordeal of Heliod, Centaur Battlemaster, Arena Athlete. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Temple of Abandon. The red-green Scryland enters tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, scry 1. I'm going to put that down here as well. We have an island, and we have a Harpy token. Alright, next pack. Already I'm pretty happy with the box. Already got amazing pulls out of it. Okay. Bronze Sable, Afara's Warden, Sip of Hemlock, Stymied Hopes, Boulder Fall, Stesson Battle Priest, Breaching Hippocamp, Aqueous Form, Spearpoint Oread, Vulpine Goliath, Uncommons are Magma Jet, Anvil Rot Raptor, Ordeal of Nylea. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Nylea, God of the Hunt. Green and 3 for 6/6 with Indestructible. And as long as your devotion to green is less than 5, she isn't a creature. But other creatures you control have trample. And you can pay a green and 3 for target creature to get +2/+2 until end of turn. Then we have an island and a non-token. Definitely already a great box. I need Nylea for a mono green build I'm going to do. Alright. Cavalry Pegasus, Nylea's Disciple, Stymied Hopes, Boon of Erebos, a Crowing Crusader, Agent of Horizons, Fade into Antiquity, Satyr Rambler, Observant Alciad, Scourgemark. Uncommons are Dissolve, Satyr Piper, Thassa's Emissary. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Akroan Horse. It's 4 mana for 0/4 with Defender. When it enters the battlefield, an opponent gains control of it. So at the beginning of your opponent's upkeep, each opponent puts a one, or each of their opponents, meaning you, puts a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield. And we have a swamp, and we have a soldier token. Alright. Nessian Courser, March of the Returned, Dragon Mantle, Nessian Asp, Boon of Erebos, Vaporkin, Wingsteed Rider, Two-Headed Cerberus, Vulpine Goliath, Annul are the commons. Uncommons, Ordeal of Heliod, Hunt the Hunter, Dark Betrayal, and the rare Mythic Rare is a rare Swan Song. 1 blue to counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. Its controller puts a 2/2 blue bird creature token with flying onto the battlefield. We have a forest and a white soldier token. Okay, continuing on. Of course, ripping booster packs every day. Alright. Messenger Speed. Mnemonic Wall. No. Shoot, I cannot remember how to pronounce the word. Mnemonic Device, yep. Mnemonic Wall. Cavalry Pegasus, Fellhide Minotaur, Voyage's End, Priest of Iros, Fade into Antiquity, Return Centaur, Griptide, Commune with the Gods, Ordeal of Erebos, Nylea's Emissary, and Favored Hoplite are uncommons. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Ember Swallower. Double red and 2 for 4/5, with 5 double red for Monstrosity 3. When it becomes a monstrous, each player sacrifices 3 lands. And then we have a mountain, and we have a non-token. That was the last. This is the last pack in that first column, and we're gonna go to the middle column. So far, the left side one's been good to me. A Thought Season, a Planeswalker, and a God. That's great. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Prescient Chimera, Fleet Feather Sandals, Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Shredding Winds, Boulderfall, Spearpoint Oread, Vulpine Goliath, Yoked Ox, Baleful Eidolon are the commons. Ordeal of Erebos, Horizon Chimera, and Dauntless Onslaught are the uncommons. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare 100-handed one. Excuse me. Double white and 2 for 3/5 with Vigilance, and it's got Monstrous of triple white and 3 for Monstrosity 3. As long as it is monstrous, it has reach and can block an additional 99 creatures each combat. Wow. We have a Plains, and we have a non-token. First pack, middle column. Alright. Excuse me. Minotaur Skullcleaver, chosen by Heliod. Mnemonic Wall, Voyage's End, Cetessan Battle Priest, Coastline Chimera, Farika's Cure, Defend the Hearth, Leonin Snarecaster, Priest of Iros. Those are the commons. Stone Shock Giant, Glare of Heresy, Cutthroat Maneuver are the uncommons. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Temple of Silence, which is the white-black Scryland. Again, enters battlefield tapped. Whenever it enters battlefield, scry 1. And then we have Island, and we have Elspeth's Emblem. That's nice. I needed that. Okay. Here we go. Stymied Hopes, Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Leaf Crown Dryad, chosen by Heliod, Disciple of Phenax, Ray of Dissolution, Voyaging Satyr, Wild Celebrants, Benthic Giant, Time to Feed are the commons. Uncommons are Kragmaw Warcaller, Spellheart Chimera, Evangel of Heliod. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Temple of Mystery. Another Scryland, that's nice. The blue-green one this time, or green-blue one, if you prefer. Mountain and Soldier as the land and token. Next pack. Okay. Don't open normally. Sip of Hemlock, Bronze Sable, Messenger Speed, Sedge Scorpion, Fellhide Minotaur, Leonin Snarecaster, Feral Invocation, Fate Foretold, Thassa's Bounty, Lagona Band Elder are the commons. Then we have Burnished Heart, Ordeal of Heliod, and Spellheart Chimera as the rares. And as the uncommons. The rare is Prophet of Krufix. Green, blue, and 3 for 2/3. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. And you may cast creature cards as though they had flash. We have Plains and a non-token. Alright. Alright, we have Demolish, Leaf Crown Dryad, God's Willing, Nessian Courser, Wave Crash Triton, Wild Celebrants, Silent Artisan, Time to Feed, Blood Toll Harpy. As the commons, uncommons are Ordeal of Thassa, Nemesis of Mortals, Nylea's Emissary. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Temple of Triumph. Again, it's the red-white Scryland. I actually have, let's see here, the only one I'm missing now is blue-black from the box. Then we have a Satyr Piper as the foil. Green and 2 for a 2/1. Pay a green and 3. Target creature must be blocked this turn if able. And we have a mountain and a board token. Alright. Lash of the Whip. Minotaur Skullcleaver. Stesson Griffin. Triton Shore Thief. Commune with the Gods. Returned Phalanx. Laguna Band Elder. Lost in the Labyrinth. Farika's Cure are the commons. Uncommons are Mogus's Marauders, Horizon Chimera, and Triton Fortune Hunter. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Mellitus Charlatan. It's a blue and 2 for a 2/3, and you can pay 2 and a blue to tap. The controller target instant or sorcery spell copies it. That player may choose new targets for the copy. We have a Foil Swamp. Foil lands are always nice. Forest Soldier token to finish out that pack. Okay. Dragon Mantle, Omen Speaker, Scholar of Athreos, Triton Shore Thief, Satyr Rambler, Leonin Snarecaster, Feral Invocation, Fate Foretold, Thassa's Bounty, Laguna Band Elder as the commons. Uncommon, Sea God's Revenge, Satyr Piper, Decorated Griffin. Rare Mythic Rare is a mythic rare, Heliod God of the Sun. White and 3 for a 5/6. He's indestructible. And as long as your devotion to white is less than 5, he isn't a creature. Other creatures you control have vigilance, and you can pay double white and 2 to put a 2/1 white cleric enchantment creature token onto the battlefield. We have a plains and a non-token. So far, 2 gods, a planeswalker and a Thoughtseize, as the most memorable of stuff. Oh, and 4 Scrylands. Alright. Fleshmad Steed, Nimbus Naiad, Nylea's Disciple, Lash of the Whip, Stesson Griffin, Disciple of Phenax, Time to Feed, Blood Toll Harpy, Breaching Hippocamp, Aqueous Form, commons, uncommons, Horizon Scholar, Thassa's Emissary, Flamecast Wheel, and our rare is Bow of Nylea. Double green and 1. 10 creatures you control have Death Touch, and you can pay a green and 1 and tap and choose one of these abilities. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Have the legendary enchantment artifact deal 2 damage to target creature with flying. You can gain 3 life. You can put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library, or you could put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library in any order. Definitely kind of powerful. Swamp non-token rounded out, but so far so good with like everything we're getting. All right. Loathsome Catabalpass, Nylea's Presence, Fleet Feather Sandals, Demolish, Stesson Battle Priest, Death Bellow Raider, Breaching Hippocamp, Vulpine Goliath, Asphodel Wanderer, Dissolve, Burnished Heart. Dissolve, Burnished Heart, and Sentry to the underworld are uncommons. Rare, mythic, rare is a mythic rare Thassa, god of the sea. Oh, and we have a foil. Hang on. Alright, so Thassa, god of the sea is a blue and 2 for 5/5. That's indestructible. Again, as long as your devotion to blue is less than 5, she isn't a creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, you scry 1, and you can also pay 2. You can pay a blue and 1 for target creature you control to be unblockable this turn. Mistcutter Hydra is a foil rare here. Green and X, can't be countered. Haste protection from blue. When it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Then we have a swamp, and we have a bird token. Once again, another absolutely wonderful box. We already have 4 Scrylands, 3 gods, a Planeswalker, a foil Mistcutter Hydra, and we have a Thoughtseize. Alright, Bronze Sable, Afar's Wardens, Tessin Battle Priest, Traveler's Amulet, Last Breath, Scourge Mark, Grip Tide, Satyr Hedonist, Satyr Rambler are the commons. And we have a Gainsay, Stone Shock Giant, Evangel of Heliod as uncommons. Rare, mythic, rare is a rare Whip of Erebos. Double black and 2. Creatures you control have lifelink. Double black and 2 and tap. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. If it would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Activate this ability only anytime you can cast a sorcery. Then we have a foil Stymied Hopes. Blue and 1, counter target spell unless its controller pays 1, and you get to scry 1. We have a Mountain Soldier. That's lovely. All right. Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Leaf Crown Dryad, Chosen by Heliod, Triton Shore Thief, Voyage's End, Read the Bones, Last Breath, Unknown Shores, Crackling Triton, and Portent of Betrayal are the commons. Uncommons are Chronicler of Heroes, Favorite Hoplite, Dark Betrayal. Rare, mythic, rare is a rare Daxos of Meletis. White, blue, and 1. He's a 2/2. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of that player's library. You gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost. Then until end of turn, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. Alright. We have Plains and a non-token. Second to last pack in the middle column. Let's see here. Guardians of Meletis, Battle-Wise Valor, Loathsome Katabalpas, Tessin Battle Priest, Triton Shore Thief, Leonin Snarecaster, Priest of Iros, Read the Bones, Thassa's Bounty, Lost in a Labyrinth as commons. Uncommons are Sea God's Revenge, Arena Athlete, Sealock Monster. Rare, mythic, rare is a rare Triad of Fates, being a white, black, and 2 for 3/3. Pay 1, tap, put a fate counter on another target creature. Pay a white and tap, exile target creature that has a fate counter on it, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Or pay a black and tap, exile target creature that has a fate counter on it. Its controller draws 2 cards. Then we have a forest and an elemental token. Last pack in that column. Still have 12 packs after this one. Divine Verdict, Guardian of Meletis, Prescient Chimera, Demolish, Scholar of Athreos, Fellhide Minotaur, Spearpoint Oread, Unknown Shores, Aqueous Form, Asphodel Wanderer, Commons, Porphyros's Emissary, Triton Tactics, and Insatiable Harpy are uncommons. Rare is a Agent of Fates, double black and 1 for a 3/2 with Death Touch. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, each opponent sacrifices a creature. It's an island and a soldier token. Next stack. Alright, here we go. Viper's Kiss, Lightning Strike, Fury's Band Centaurs, Divine Verdict, Deathbellow Raider, Savage Surge, Baleful Eidolon, Benthic Giant, Annul, Traveling Philosopher as commons. Uncommons are Mogus's Marauder, Fanatic of Mogus, Ordeal of Nylea. Rare mythic rare is a rare Anthusa Tessin Hero. Double green and 3 for 4/5. Whenever you cast a spell that targets her, up to 3 target lands you control become 2/2 warrior creatures until end of turn, and they're still lands. We have an island and non-token. Alright. Mnemonic Wall, Cavalry Pegasus, Loathsome Catabalpas, Nylea's Presence, Voyage's Ends, Tessin Battle Priest, Annul, Traveling Philosopher, Wild Celebrants, Silent Artisan, Uncommons, Battlewise Hoplite, Gainsay, Sentry of the Underworld. Rare mythic rare is a rare Celestial Archon. Double white and 3 for 4/4. Enchantment creature, or you can bestow for double white and 5. It has flying in first strike, or the enchanted creature has +4/+4 and has flying in first strike. Then we have a forest and a non-token. Alright. Lightning Strike, Fleshmad Steed, Deathbellow Raider, Borderland Minotaur, Read the Bones, Last Breath, Unknown Shores, Crackling Triton, Portent of Betrayal. Commons, Gainsay, Thassa's Emissary, and Coordinate Assault are uncommons. Rare mythic rare is a rare Reverent Hunter, green and 2 for a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it equal to the number of devotion to green. That's not bad. And we have a Fellhide Minotaur, black and 2 for a 2/3. And then we have an island and a non-token. Alright, we've got Lightning Strike, Fleshmad Steed, Cavalry Pegasus, Cavern Lampad, Grip Tide, Commune with the Gods, Hopeful Eidolon, Spark Jolt, Return Phoenix as the commons, Kragma Warcaller, Dissolve, and Flamespeaker Adept as uncommons. Rare mythic rare is a rare Reaper of the Wilds. It's a black, green, and 2 for a 4/5. Whenever another creature dies, you get to scry 1. Pay a black for it to gain Death Touch until end of turn. Pay a green and 1 for it to gain Hexproof till end of turn. We have a foil Favorite Hoplite. It's a white for a 1/2 with Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, put a +1/+1 counter on Favorite Hoplite and prevent all damage that would be dealt to it this turn. We have a mountain, and we have a boar. It just occurred to me that when you cast a spell that targets it, you could cast a burn spell that would normally kill it, give it a counter, and then prevent all damage that would be dealt to it in that order, because things would go on the stack, because you're casting hasn't resolved, but you're casting a target, it happens, burn doesn't happen because the damage isn't dealt to it, it just gets the counter instead. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, Divine Verdict, Sip of Hemlock, Bronze Sable, Cavern Lampad, Sedge Scorpion, Silent Artisan, Blood Told Harpy, Winged Steed Rider, Spearpoint Oread are the commons. Vanquish the Foul, Karametra's Acolyte, Witch's Eye as the uncommons. Rare mythic rare is a rare Bident of Thassa. Double blue and 2. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. A blue and 1. Tap creatures your opponent's control attack this turn if able. We have a forest. Any non-token. Biden of Thos is good for like an unblockable deck, but I don't know how many unblockable things there are since we're losing Latch Seeker. Actually, we have lost Latch Seeker now. We've lost Latch Seeker from Avacyn Restored. We've lost Invisible Stalker. I think we've lost Tormented Soul, things like that. We've lost most of our unblockable things. Alright, so we have Messenger's Speed, God's Willing, Wave Crash Triton, Traveler's Amulet, Hopeful Eidolon, Spark Jolt, Return Phalanx, Coastline Chimera, Farika's Cure, Defend the Hearth as commons, a Crow and Hoplite, Ordeal of Porphyros, and Farika's Mender are uncommons. Rare Mythic Rare is a rare Prognostic Sphinx. Double blue and 3 for 3/5 with flying. You can discard a card for it to gain hexproof on a turn, and you tap it. We have an island and a soldier. After this pack, we have 5 more packs, it looks like. Alright. Fear's Band Centaurs, Nelia's Presence, Minotaur Skullcleaver, Wave Crash Triton, Opaline Unicorn, Spark Jolt, Last Breath, Scourge Mark, Grip Tide, Satyr Hedonist, all commons. Peak Eruption, Ordeal of Thassa, and Shipwreck Singer are the uncommons. Rare is a Shipbreaker Kraken, double blue and 4 for a 6/6, and you can pay 6 in double blue for Monstrosity 4. When it becomes monstrous, tap up to 4 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during the control's untap step for as long as you control Shipbreaker Kraken. Alright, and we have a swamp, and we have a non-token. Alright, here we go. Continuing on. Chosen by Heliod, Mnemonic Wall, Viper's Kiss, Lightning Strike, Traveler's Amulet, a Crow and Crusader, Yoked Ox, Bloodtoll Harpy, Benthic Giant, Voyaging Satyr, all commons, Stone Shock Giant, uncommon, Warrior's Lesson, Cutthroat Maneuver, and we have a Colossus of Akros as our rare. 8 mana for Defender Indestructible, pay 10 for Monstrosity 10, it's already a 10/10. As long as it's monstrous, it has trample and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Which in theory it's good, and I've actually been beaten in like a sealed tournament I had with friends with it. That one's painful. And we have a mountain, and we have a non-token. Of course, Colossus of Akros would be hard to get off when not unlimited. Well, I could see it happening in the Commander, though, come to think of it. But then 20, I mean, you have 40 life, so. Alright, Leaf Crown Dryad, God's Willing, Borderland Minotaur, Shredding Winds, Observant Alcid, Defend the Hearth, Agent of Horizons, Crackling Triton, Spark Jolt, Kragma Warcaller, Coordinated Assault. Oh, hang on. Kragma Warcaller, there we go. Uncommon, Coordinated Assault, uncommon, Shipwreck Singer, uncommon, Mythic Rare is Xenagos the Reveler. Red, green, and 2 for 3 loyalty. +1, add X mana in any combination of red and or green to your mana pool, where X is the number of creatures you control. For 0, you can put a 2/2 red and green Satyr creature token with haste on the battlefield. And then -6, exile the top 7 cards of your library. You may put any number of creature and or land cards from among them onto the battlefield. And then we have a Nessian Courser. Green and 2 for 3/3. We have a Plains and a Harpy token. 2 Planeswalkers, 3 Gods for Scrylands, and a Thoughtseize. Oh, and a foil Mistcutter Hydra. I forgot about that. But, I mean, so far so good. This is an amazing box. Ifara's Warden, Fleshmad Steed, Nimbus Naiad, Savage Surge, Tessan Griffin, Hopeful Eidolon, Spark Jolt, Returned Phalanx, Coastline Chimera, Farika's Cure, Keepsake Gorgon, Battlewise Hoplite, and Sealock Monster are the uncommons. The rare is a Fabled Hero, double white and 1 for 2/2 with double strike, and whenever you cast a spell that targets him, put a +1/+1 counter on him. We have an island and a non-token. Second to last pack. Alright, here we go. Omen Speaker, March of the Returned, Lightning Strike, Flesh Mad Steed, Voyage's End, Staunch Hearted Warrior, Annul, Winged Steed Rider, Wild Celebrants, Two-Headed Cerberus. As commons, uncommons are Centaur Battlemaster, Keepsake Gorgon, Prowler's Helm, rare mythic rare is a rare Gift of Immortality. White and 2, when to enchant creature, when the creature dies, return the card to the battlefield under its owner's control, and at the beginning of the next end step, return Gift of Immortality attached to it. And then we have a mountain and a soldier token. Last Theros pack. What do we get? And we have March of the Returned, Dragon Mantle, Nessian Asp, Traveler's Amulet, Shredding Winds, Observant Alciad, Scourge Mark, Coastline Chimera, Rage of Porphyros, Satyr Hedonist. As the commons, Heliod's Emissary, Witch's Eye, and Insatiable Harpy as the uncommons. Rare is Abhorrent Overlord, double black and 5 for a 6/6 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a number of 1/1 black Harpy creature tokens with flying on the battlefield equal to your devotion to black. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. We have a swamp and a golem token. So, an entire box of Theros in a little over 40 minutes. I mean, we have some pretty nice stuff, like we have a Mistcutter Hydra. I like that. We have a foil land. So we have a foil rare, 2 foil uncommons, 4 foil commons, and a foil basic land. We have a Temple of Triumph, a Temple of Mystery, a Temple of Silence, and a Temple of Abandon. We have some nice things in here, like the Nykthos, the Thoughtseize. What else do we have in here? Prophet of Krufix, Bow of Nylea. I know some of these are, and Whip of Erebos. Kind of very, well, not too high priced, but still worth a good amount. Daxos of Meletis. And then we've got all kinds of nice stuff in there. And then, to top it all off, we have our mythic rares. We have a Xenagos, a Thassa, a Heliod, a Nylea, and an Elspeth Sun's Champion. So, between these two, that's already roughly about $70 to $80. And then, if you take all the gods into consideration, the mythics themselves pay for the box. Thoughtseize is icing on the cake. And the Scrylands, well, I'm keeping those, so. Anyway, thanks for watching all the Theros videos. Some of these things will show up on eBay, maybe. Actually, probably not eBay, come to think of it. There will be some things on eBay that are older, and eBay is WaterApp24, of course. Then Monday Morning MTG is the sales section on TCG Player, where some of these things will be showing up. And then, don't forget to follow us on Twitter if you have a Twitter, at MondayMTG. And last but not least, be sure to check out our blog, which we try to update every Monday. And that is mondaymorningmtg.com. Or mondaymorningmtg.blogspot.com or .blogger.com, or however you want to get there. There are ways to find it. You can even Google Monday Morning MTG and you'll find it. But hope you guys have enjoyed, and Theros so far has me completely impressed. So, thanks for watching.